Hello, everyone. This is Arlette Shohmelian. My background is in psychology. I'm a positive mindset coach as well as a parent coach. And I help parents to reconnect with themselves, to find their inner resilience and inner balance, free of stress, anxiety, and self-doubt to parent more effectively. And today's topic, I want to talk to you about, when kids come to us with their report card or from a football match or from anything that they come to show us results, we should avoid telling them you could do better. So what if children really studied and they put all the effort and they got a 70 in their math test, and we tell them you could do better, you should do better, or I know you can do better. So I want to tell you how children view this, what messages children are giving, children are receiving, and I understand what's the intention of parents when they say that. Parents, they say that you can do better, or I'm sure you can do better. Parents say that because they think that by stretching them, they will give the message that you should study more. But unfortunately, this is not how always children receive the message, because children often have that voice in them that tells them, yeah, you got a 70 in the math test, but you're not good enough. So that feeling of you're not good enough is instilling in children, even though the message that parents are trying to convey is not that. But this is exactly how children understand, and this is exactly how children perceive. So you could do better, so you're not good enough, what you've done is not good enough, you could do better. Isn't it more empowering to say to children that, okay, you got a 70 in your math test, how did it go, where do you think you went wrong, what did you learn from it, let me see your test results, and let's go through the things that you think that you will need more work. Do you believe that you put the effort that you need? Did you have time to study? Isn't it more empowering to go through this process with children than to tell them you could do better? I'm sure you can do better. Now, we want our kids to do better. We want them to put more effort, because this is what we have to focus on, effort rather than results, but not in this way. When we interact with our children, we need to make sure that we are empowering them rather than breaking their confidence, and rather than them perceiving our message as though whatever you brought, it's not good enough, so you are not good enough. Because many times children study, they put the effort, many times, I'm not saying all the time, and sometimes that's all that they can get. So you can do better is a very vague statement. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't give a specific feedback. It doesn't narrow the gap where we want children to, where we want to take them from one point to another. So it's not a feedback at all. You can do better means nothing. If we want our kids to do better, then we need to try to identify the gap, and try to help them with the gap, with their weaknesses. Try to understand the parts that they didn't do well and why they didn't do well, and what are the parts that they struggled or they're finding it challenging. So I think it's more empowering to approach children in this way rather than giving them vague feedback, you could do better. It's much better to focus on effort and to identify the gap so that we help them to get from one point to another. These are just a tip from me. Hope you found this useful. I'm starting a new group soon. The name of the mentoring course is, it's going to run monthly. Enrollment is anytime. The name of the course is Stop Reacting and Start Responding to Your Children's Needs. And we will talk about all these things, how we can empower children. But first, we need to empower parents to make sure that they understand their words, they understand the impact that they have on their children, because their voice, becomes their children's inner voice. And it's an age children develop their self-image, their self-limiting beliefs. We need to make sure that we have realistic expectations from our children, and we need to make sure that the messages that with all good intentions we're trying to convey to our children is well received, and it is received in a way that we want them to receive. Otherwise, it beats its purpose, it doesn't work, and it can have a negative impact. That's all from me. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.